Good morning, first years. I hope you all are fine, and I believe that you all would have downloaded the material that I've sent through the Google Classroom for the next section of multiple integral problems. So let me give you the explanation of the sent problems to start with the first one. So now you see the problem over here to evaluate a double integral xy dx dy over the positive quadrant of a circle x square plus y square equal to a square. So what do we see? How do we see the problem over here? We find the problem is in the form of a statement where usually whenever we have to evaluate a double integral, we must be always given with the respective limits of the given function. So here x and y are the functions for which the limits are necessary to evaluate it. But here in this problem, from this problem, you'll come to know the limits will not be given directly for the integral. Instead, you'll be given a constraint for it. So we are supposed to find the limit from the given constraint, or I can say from the given equation. They say we are going to evaluate this double integral which over a circle, a quadrant of a circle whose equation is x square plus y square equal to a square. That means we have to understand we are going to get the limit from the given expression or an equation. So what is the procedure to be adopted whenever we are given a problem of this form? So here always we have to identify, to start with the step 1 to get the limit, what is a given expression, what is the expression talks about, what kind of surface it talks about, such that from the given surface we are going to obtain the limit. So basically step 1 is to understand what kind of surface is given to us, what kind of expression or equation or a figure given to us, from which we are going to draw the figure of it. So step 1, observe the given equation. What is a given equation? X square plus y square equal to a square, which is nothing but an equation of a circle, such that the limits are supposed to be found from this given figure. So step 1 always is to understand the equation and the respective figure. Step 2, so this is the circle. So in order to get the limits to evaluate the integral, once we identify the figure, we are going to draw the figure over here. We are going to draw a circle in a two-dimensional axis, x-axis, y-axis. So we see we have to consider a circle whose equation is going to be x square plus y square equal to a square. So step 1, you identify the given expression, you understand the figure of it. Step 2, draw the figure. So this is the figure over two-dimensional axis, for which the data says we are going to evaluate the integral only the positive quadrant. So when it's a two-dimensional axis, we know the figure is divided into four parts. You say first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. Here always the first quadrant is called as a positive quadrant. So we are going to evaluate the integral in this first quadrant, whose axes are x and y. So how we are going to consider from the given circle this quadrant. In this quadrant we are going to find the limit in the following way.